Hey everyone, I'm so glad you're back with me. Yesterday was an incredible day exploring Jerash and enjoying the vibrant streets of Oman. From ancient Roman ruins to sampling Jordanian cuisine, it was a day full of history and flavor. Today, we're starting even earlier. I woke up at 4 a.m. And if I'm being honest, I really hate waking up this early. But if it's for another adventure, I'm definitely up for it. By 6 a.m., I was picked up from my hotel. The streets were still dark, quiet, and calm, with the city barely staring around us. Ahead of us was a 3-hour drive to Wadi Musa, the town that serves as a gateway to Petra. As we drove out of Amman, the city slowly faded behind us. It was replaced by rolling hills and vast open desert. To keep us awake, we made a quick stop for coffee. It was a perfect little boost to start the day. The sun was just starting to rise, casting a golden light over the mountains and valleys, and it felt like the world was waking up with us. We also had a short 10-minute stop for a bathroom break and a quick snack. It was a small pause, but it gave me a moment to take in the peaceful morning and the anticipation building for what was ahead. After a 3-long-hour drive, we finally arrived at Wadi Musa. It's the town that leads to the ancient city of Petra. Its name literally means Valley of Moses. It was inspired by the biblical story of Moses striking a rock here and discovering a life-giving water source that sustained communities and travelers for over centuries. From here, I could already see the towering rock formations. And at that moment, all I could do was anticipate the incredible sights that were about to unfold. As soon as I got to the visitor center, I headed straight to buy my tickets, which cost me around 50 Jordanian dinars for a full day pass. Along the way, you'll notice guides offering horse rides. But unlike the high altitude hikes in Peru, this walk isn't physically demanding, so I chose to go on foot. And I'm really glad I did, because the landscapes along the way were absolutely breathtaking. This entire place has been shaped by wind, water, and time. Every curve in the rock and every layer in the stone tells a story that spans thousands of years. Petra isn't just an archaeological site. It's a place where nature and human craftsmanship come together in the most extraordinary way. And then suddenly, it appears. After walking through the narrow sick, with its towering rock walls slowly closing in, the path opens up to Petra's most iconic site, the treasury. No matter how many photos you've seen, nothing prepares you for seeing it in person. The scale, the detail, the symmetry, all carved directly into the rose-colored sandstone. It feels both monumental and impossibly refined. It's really hard to believe that this wasn't built, but carved entirely by hand. Standing there, you really begin to understand why Petra is considered one of the great wonders of the world. From there, I continued deeper into the site, toward the amphitheater. Unlike many Roman theaters that were constructed piece by piece, this one was carved straight into the rock, blending Nabatean design with Roman influence. As impressive as it was, time was working against me. I had to push forward to the urn tomb, elevated high above the valley, offering one of the most rewarding views in Petra. Up close, what fascinated me the most were the stone veins running through the walls. You can actually see the natural grains and layers within the rock, formed over time and revealed through carving. Touching it felt almost surreal, like seeing geology and history intersect in one place. From here, you really get a sense of how vast this place is. And Petra isn't just one monument, it's an entire city carved into stone. But with only 2 hours to explore, I knew my time was coming to an end. I just wish I had more time, because there's so much more to see in Petra. But it was already time to head back. So I suggest when you come and visit, make sure that you stay somewhere close so you get a day or two to explore this ancient city. Leaving Petra behind, we were back on the road. Just under an hour away from our next stop, the scenery slowly began to change. The mountains softened, the colors deepened, and the horizon widened. And then we arrived at Wadi Rum. I barely had time to process where I was before hopping onto a pickup truck that brought me straight into the desert. And instantly, it felt like I was stepping onto another planet. It was only later that I found out that scenes from Rogue One and The Rise of Skywalker were filmed here. And as a Star Wars fan, it instantly made sense. No wonder this place felt like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie. This place genuinely felt like it was Tatooine. The scale here is unreal. Massive sandstone formations rising out of the endless desert, shaped by wind and time. It's raw, it's dramatic, and surreal. Beyond the cinematic landscapes, Wadi Rum holds stories far older than film. Scattered across the rock faces are Thamudic inscriptions, but these are markings left behind by travelers who passed across this desert thousands of years ago. Just as we were heading back, the timing couldn't have been better. A train rolled through the desert, cutting through the silence, making it one of the most unexpected and memorable shots of the day. As the sun dipped lower, we began the long drive back. By the time we reached Amman, night had fallen, but the day wasn't over yet. So I got back on the road once more, but this time I was heading towards the Dead Sea. I was definitely ready to slow things down after a day that felt like a journey through time, space, and even galaxies. In the next vlog, I'll be trading deserts and ancient cities for still waters and surreal landscapes. and floating at the lowest point on Earth. So, make sure to stay tuned and see you there.